Welcome back to Wooded Lake Adventures. Today is actually a very beautiful winter day here in New Jersey. We're going to work on the F-150, put a light bar on the front of it. We'll see how long the weather lasts if we get it done before the sun goes down with these short winter days, but it's nice being able to be outside with just a fleece on in the middle of winter. So we'll show you what we got going on. So right on the front of the truck here under the Ford emblem, we're going to cut out part of the plastic grill there, and we have a large light bar we're going to mount underneath it. So time for us to get to work. We've got the light bar that we're going to basically mount in here. We're going to remove this and set the light bar recessed under the grill there. So we'll get to work cutting all those out. So what we're going to do is just use a cutoff saw that we picked up from Harbor Freight years back. And we'll just go through each of these little supports and then pop this whole piece out. Okay, so we're going to take this whole trim piece out here, and we'll get the light bar mounted to the trim piece, and potentially, stuff below it as well, and then we'll pop the trim piece back in nicely. So that'll give us what we need. It's going to be easier to work on if we remove that. So we have to pop some bolts out of the wheel wells and then pull the trim off. So we'll get started. It's going to look a little nicer if we take this piece of trim out as well. So we're going to cut that off, and then we will have plenty of space to secure the light bar to our trim here and have the bolts fit in. We're going to take some measurements. I put some rough painter's tape on here. We're going to find the center between these angles. That's where our center bolt will go for the center bracket, and then we'll get ones set up on the ends as well. So we've got the light bar fitted on there. We need to adjust the angles of the brackets so they're how we want. It obviously has some play here based on the brackets not being adjusted, so we need to adjust them how we want so we have the same overhang on each side here, and so our angle is tilted aiming up versus down how we want. So we'll start working on getting those adjusted, and we'll go from there. Got our wire fed up here, and the battery terminals will connect to the battery. We're going to run probably along our air intake here over to the side. Now we're going to get the switch into the cab. If you look, see if we can get you down in there. If I can find what I'm looking for. Let me zoom in. So that grommet right there, where we're feeding the wire through. And what we're going to do, I have a screwdriver in there that you can't really make out right now, but through that grommet is where we're going to feed the wire into the cab. And this is the wire we're going to feed through right here. So we'll feed that through, and we'll pick you up when we get back in the cab. So we have our wiring from that grommet we talked about earlier. comes up. We just zip tied everything along some other wires and hoses and everything else. And all the way over to our battery terminals we've connected. And you can see here where the wire comes out from the light. So we've got the light bar mounted on the truck there. The inside switch, we're not positive where we're going to put that. So right now we just have a wire hanging in there, but at least we're connected and everything, you know, is done and usable. Alright, so I'm standing outside the truck here at night. We've got just the regular headlights on, so we'll look at the difference now, which is the flipping the high beams on. So now we've got the high beams, which makes it a little brighter, but if we put the light bar on as well, you can see how much more. Now the camera obviously adjusts and takes away some of the brightness so that it's not, you know, blanking out the screen. But you can see we get some more wider angle in addition to the brightness. So the light bar definitely adds some light and helps us out. So I think it's a good improvement. As always, thank you for watching. Please give our video a like. Please subscribe to our channel so you know when we post new videos, and leave us a comment. Thank you.